Hello to your faces and welcome back to Let's Talk Movies. If you are new here, please like and subscribe for future content. This Rotten Tomatoes thing is getting out of hand now way too much. Because I'm reading by here first on Wired. And they've gone through obviously, with what's currently happened, obviously, the flood of trolling. They're saying Captain Marvel commenters on the side were already claiming the movie was garbage and that they have no intentions of seeing it. Terrible movie. Hated already, wrote one. Not interested in seeing another SJW propaganda film, claimed another. And finally, this movie is destined to flop. They go on to say, obviously, we've seen the story before, we've even written this story before, but now Rotten Tomatoes is trying to do something about it. It goes on about the actual blog post that Rotten Tomatoes wrote, saying, obviously, we found that the want-to-see percentage score is oftentimes confused with the audience score percentage number, which is not. That's not true. A lot of people know the difference. But just reading through it, and this is where it's gotten for me anyways, I'm reading it. It's what I've been saying in past videos regarding that people are not upset with certain movies because of the females or what the film's actually about. For example, Ghostbusters 2016. No one had an issue with the actresses. People hated the film because the story was absolutely shockingly bad. That's why. And it was poorly directed. But say, just reading here now on the Wired webpage. This, for fans, and presumably studios, is a long overdue reprieve. It's nearly impossible to tell which comments are from actual fans and from which are users just out for the lulz. Movies ranging from Baywatch to Star Wars The Last Jedi have recently found themselves subjected to trollishly harsh reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. In some cases, the negative comments are earned, but in others, as was the case with The Last Jedi, and to a lesser degree, the all-female Ghostbusters, the poor rating system driven by racist and sexist motives from fans who don't appreciate diversity in their movies. They also might have been fueled by Russian trolls. So, with that straight away, obviously they're saying that everyone who has voted against Ghostbusters 2016 or Captain Marvel because of one single issue, which Captain Marvel, it's to do with Brie Larson and her coming out with her identity politics, And then, obviously, with Ghostbusters, they just didn't like it because it was a shit film. The story was absolutely shocking. But they just want to spin it, saying, oh, it's driven by racist or sexist motives. Well, no, it's not. Michael Caine said this the best. People want, it was last year when no black people were nominated for an award. And someone asked Michael Caine in an interview, said, oh, what's your take on because there's no black people who have been nominated for a Best Actor Oscar? And he went, well, that's not my fault. He goes, you're basically telling people to vote for someone, even if they're not a good actor, to be nominated because of the colour of his skin. That is wrong. Again, that's, in my eyes, that's just people taking pity on things. But again, Ghostbusters 2016 was an absolute atrocious story. Hell, with bloody Captain Marvel and obviously what's going on, is not about the film. People are not going to see it because Brie Larson, which again, they just want to hear what they want to hear. We know this. People haven't got an issue with the movie. They have the issue with Brie Larson, who was paid $5 million, and I think she has 1% of the actual gross of the film. She hasn't come out and she hasn't promoted the movie. That's what a lot of the issues are. And obviously, she had to come out and clarify her comments when she said she didn't care what a 40-year-old white man had to tell her what didn't work for him in A Wrinkle in Time. And again, she was just basically saying, obviously, A Wrinkle in Time is not for everyone, it's only for people of colour. Which, okay, if she wants to say it like that, let her say it like that. But then she came out and clarified her comments of saying that she wanted to bring more chairs to the table. which, for diversity, so obviously people of colour, disabled people, all that is brilliant, Hell, fucking hell, I'm disabled because of my back. I know exactly what people are on about with diversity. People see me with a walking crutch, and straight away they're like, straight away, they're like either giving me special treatment, and I don't want that. Again, this is how I see it. It's just stupid the way everything has gone on regarding this. And to be fair, I think it will hurt the box office of Captain Marvel, not Captain America. Not that much, but again, it's going to make between 650 and 800 million, I think, straight away, no matter what, because that is going to be in line then with all the other origin movies. But again, Black Panther, that made $1.3 billion worldwide, $202 million opening weekend. But the biggest issue with that one is obviously Black Panther. He was established in Captain America: Civil War. People loved him in Civil War, and that's the issue. Again, it's going back to Infinity War at the very end when you see Nick Fury with the pager, and when you see that he's called Captain Marvel. Hell, I was excited as fuck. I was so excited to see it. But again, it's just the way Brie Larson has conducted herself recently. But again, also with Wired, when they're saying now that people have been fueled by Russian trolls. Again, it's like, come on. Why has everything got to be Russian? It also happens that from time to time, a movie does get a terrible Rotten Tomatoes score from critics, and fans claim bias on the part of professional reviewers, as that was the case with Justice League. A lot of people liked Justice League. Obviously, a lot of the reviewers didn't. However, a lot of the people who have come out and defended Captain Marvel are the ones who have dissed or shat on nearly every single fucking DC movie. That's the issue, But again, just got by here now, just reading past the bottom of it. Does this mean movie trolling has been solved? No, it hasn't. Efforts to affect film long before the release still exist. And, you have IMDb, Twitter, Facebook, and other websites, But seeing as Rotten Tomatoes is often one of the first destination moviegoers visit when determining what to see, the site's most recent move will sort out the good opinions from the bad ones. Again, that is Rotten Tomatoes censoring free speech. Rotten Tomatoes, again, they've even stated as well in one of their websites that they're going to approve all comments that go and everything else. So basically, that's getting rid of comments. If it's got a negative comment, that's not going to show. It's... Why? Rotten Tomatoes, you don't need to do that, Come on. You're bigger than that. But, anyway, that's that. If you are new to the channel, like and subscribe for future content. That's what I meant to say. Hit that notification bell, and we'll see you soon.